So something fun we're about to do here. It all started with Jim Kelly. He's a radio announcer in Ontario. And he has this great story called the Ontario Hook Up for Canada Day. And he uses Ontarian towns in the story. And you'll see what we mean in a second here, but they did it in Calgary. There was a couple announcers that did it too. And we thought, well, man, we got to give it a shot for Saskatchewan. So Jim Kelly does about 40 Ontarian towns. Okay. And then in Calgary, they did, I think, 42 or 43.
Yeah.
Well, we upped the ante, 47.
Damn right.
And we have the best town names in Saskatchewan. So I think our story kicks some serious ass. Go ahead, buddy.
So here's our Saskatchewan town hookup story, okay? I'll never forget that crazy night in Melfort. This dame from Mormon had choice land of every damn dude in the bar. Her booty was a little bigger, and she dangled that carrot river for all the thirsty men there that night. There were a lot of dudes that wanted her.
Dalmeny.
Wow, there had to be like 15, 20 guys with.
Oof.
So she'd been hitting the rum in Arcola and was getting pretty Luseland by this time, right? Mm-hmm. And after mackling pretty hard, Alan Wilkie was the one who got her attention that night. So they decided to duck Lake out of there and go back to his place.
All right.
It was cold out.
Brrr, chills.
And luckily, they quickly hailed a cabry, hopped in the Carlyle, rocked out to some Iron Maidstone and Drake as they headed southy down a Gravelburg road. By the way, she thought he was going to pay, but they ended up splitting at Hafford.
Oh, cheap.
Finally, they were in his room, absolutely naked.
Naked in Lafleche?
In Lafleche.
Damn.
Kipling! Yeah, he was standing at full attention.
Oh.
He was on his way down to Rosetown, if you know what I'm saying.
I do.
He moved his hand well below her elbow towards her Mossbank, where he eventually made friends with her Regina.
Oh, geez.
It was a big beaver,
Oh,
but he still managed to find the Clavet.
good for him.
Actually, it looked like a rotten piece of Balgonie. And for the next hour, they put that foam lake mattress to the test. And by this time, he had a full Kamsack, and it was time to reach Climax.
Oh.
He was done. And he didn't want to cuddle, so she made him something to Eatonia, and they both fell fast asleep.
That happens.
But then he awoke later, and it was beginning to Hepburn down there.
Oh.
So he turned on the lampman and nearly Grenfell off the bed when he saw what he saw. This was a hell of a lot more than a Kindersley surprise. And I sure don't think he would have wanted Kniss to know about it. I mean, Bradwell knew better than that, right?
I guess, man.
So he was filled with remorse. So in the morning, he went to Churchbridge to confess to the Preeceville St. Brew.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. He's always a little more understanding than St. Walburg, you know.
I know what you're saying, for sure. So finally, after clearing his conscience, he went home, Lloydminstered some ointment, and said to himself, I will never sin Taluta again. The end.
Pretty good.